Navnath Bhaktisar, chapter number 8. Machindranath's battle with the sun god and the vision of Sri Rama to the king of Pashupati. In the previous chapter, Machindranath stayed with Vajra Bhagwati for a month. Later, Machindranath went to Dwarka, bathed in the Gomati river and had darshan of Ramachandra and came to Ayodhya. There, after bathing in the Sharyu Tiri river, he went to the temple to have darshan of Ramachandra. At the time, a king named Pashupati was ruling in Ayodhya. He was a descendant of Sri Ramachandra of the Suryavanshi dynasty. He had gone to the temple with his army to have darshan of Sri Ramachandra. When the king went to worship in the temple was so crowded that there was no room to step around. Machindranath cleverly pushed forward through the crowd to have darshan of Ram, and he barely reached the door of the temple. But the gatekeeper stopped him from entering. As Machindranath was rushing to the temple, the gatekeeper started talking to him rudely. They scolded him with many abusive words without any restraint and finally held him by the hand and pushed him back. When such a disgrace happened, Machindranath and others felt bad. Even though he was angry, he tolerated it with wisdom because it was not proper quarrel with servants. Thinking that he remained standing and without speaking to the gatekeepers, he conceived the idea of punishing the king himself. With this in mind, he recited the Sparshastra mantra and the name of Rama and prostrated himself to the ground with folded hands, so that after the king's life was in danger, the life all his subjects would be reduced and he would be filled with worry. Then the king worshipped the god and prostrated himself to the ground. Seeing that his forehead was touching the ground, the sage applied his power to the king, and due to this the king could not get free from the ground. He stuck to it. He tried many tricks, but it went. Then the king called the chief and informed him about this incident. Then the minister was very clever. He immediately came out and started inquiring about who was quarreling with whom. He logically formulated such a policy that if any caste or saint had come to the city, he must have been angry because the royal servants had harassed him. But since he had harbored anger in his heart, God could not tolerate this and he must have been angry himself. Therefore, no one should ever harass a devotee of God. Here too, he reasoned that this must have happened because the Lord had to take up arms because of some kind of torture by the royal servants, and he searched for it. As soon as he reached the door of the temple, he heard all the news. He searched for Machindra Muni. Then he fell at his feet and began to pray with folded hands that the Swami should now be gracious. You are a storehouse of saintly peace. Your generosity knows no bounds. With this speech, Machindranath's anger subsided and he felt satisfied. Then, taking ashes in his hand and blowing them as a separation mantra, the king who was clinging to the ground immediately became free. As soon as the news came that the king had risen and sat down, the chief took Machindranath's hand and took him to the temple and narrated the entire incident to the king. Then the king fell at his feet and started asking his name. And when he told him that he was called Machindra, the king had already heard and know the fame of Machindranath. The king was very happy that Machindranath was coming today to give darshan. Then the king took him by the hand and led him to the place with his courtiers. There he made him sit on throne, worship him with 16 kind of offering, and himself stood with folded hand in his service. Seeing such a devotion from the king, Machindranath was overjoyed. Then, please, he asked to tell me what purpose you have in mind. Then the king said, I am from the family of Suryavanshi King Sri Ram. My name is Pashupati. I only want to ask that the brave and powerful Sri Ram who was born in the Suryavanshi clan should meet me. Hearing that, he said, I will meet you at Rama's right away, and took the king to the courtyard outside the assembly and stood. At the time, he chanted the Dumbrasra mantra and the Basma mantra on the sun, due to which the entire sky was filled with smoke. The sun was covered and his charioteer Arun started wiping his eyes due to the smoke and started to feel dizzy due to the smoke entering his mouth. Then the sun thought that some king from the Kshatriya clan had inspired this Dhumrasra mantra. Then he designed the Vayu Asra on arrow and fired it. Then a great wind arose, due to which the smoke flew in all directions. Then Machindranath planned the Parvatasra. The moment he obstructed the chariot of the sun, Surya Narayana released the Vajrasra. With that, all the mountains created from the mountain weapon were destroyed. Then Machindranath planned the Brahmasra. Then the sun god along with the horse also got confused and started taking the chariot to the wrong place. Seeing this, the sun released the Jnana Asra. Then just as the water is thrown on fire, it disappears, or the Sadguru by enlightening the disciple eliminates the ignorance. Similarly, the sun inspired the Jnana Asra and dispelled the illusion, and seeing that Machindranath released the Vatakarshan Asra. Then the sun along with the charioteer and horses stopped breathing and the chariot overturned and hit the ground. At the same time, the sun also fell under the chariot. Due to the power of that radiant sun, the earth started burning. Then the Machindranath planned the Udak Asra. Then an immense rain fell and the fire subsided. But when the sun fell down and became unconscious, the mouth of the gods dried up. They all came to the Machindranath. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Varun, Ashwini, Kubera, Gandharva, and all the other gods came running for one Surya. All these gods descended from the for earth means Mahi and went to Machindranath and asked what crime had been committed by Surya. Then Machindranath bowed and replied that even though this Pashupati king is from the Surya clan, Surya does not care about his lineage at all and does not even glance at him. The king of Pashupat, Surya does not like him. So I had to do this to bring him to the senses. There are other reasons for doing this. My Shabri mantra should receive the unwavering support of the sun, and the one who incarnated in the Surya dynasty and raised the flag of victory should meet this king of Pashupat, because this king is completely greedy for me. Therefore, O Chakrapani, fulfill this reason of mine. Hearing this, Vishnu said, everything will happen according to your mind. But first want the sun. He is favorable to your mantra in all things, and whenever his name is mentioned, he will come himself and carry out your work. When the name of the sun is taken easily, sins are reduced to the ashes. Then, if it is taken along with the use of mantras, very good results will be obtained. We all the gods have descended for your work. Now get up quickly without delay. During the war of Virbhadra, we agreed to act as you said. Nagapatra had given you boon in place of Ashwatha. Why do you still doubt? Saying this, all the gods requested Machindranath to free Surya from his sorrow. But Machindranath said, let the king of Pashupat have darshan of Rama. That will calm my mind. Hearing this, Ramachandra appeared. Then the king and the Nath become very happy. Then Machindranath along with the king of Pashupat fell at the feet of Rama. Rama held his stomach. At the same time, Machindranath prayed to Rama that your name is great. When your name comes in the mantra yoga of Shabri Vidya, you should be present here and complete the task, and with the happy heart place your hand on my hand as a promise. Hearing this, Rama said, the Tatraya, the incarnation of all three gods, his full blessing are on your head. He is the complete Brahma Narasimha incarnation. He is also completely favorable to you. Then why should I not help you? I am your full helper. Rama promised him that as soon as my name appears in the mantra, I will do that work. At the time, he also said that since you are the incarnation of Kavi Narayan, we are both one, and Rama requested Machindranath a lot for the sun to rise. Machindranath's joy at the time was boundless. Then, as soon as Machindranath threw ashes as the Vatasra Asra mantra, the sun became alert and called all the gods close. All the gods bowed to him. Next, Surya asked Vishnu about the glory of which hero this was and asked him to bring the mighty hero who show me his hand and meet him. The gods called Machindranath to meet Surya. Then, to avoid getting burned by the sun, Nath went to meet him with the Chandrasra mantra. After bowing, Surya asked him his name and village, and Vishnu told him the story from the beginning. Then Surya promised Machindranath that he would help him in the science of Shabri. Then he placed the king of Pashupati at his feet. Surya was happy to see this descendant. Then, satisfied with him, all the gods, including Surya, went to their respective place. Machindranath also took leave of the king and had a darshan of Rama and continued on his pilgrimage. And here's end the 8th number chapter of the book Navnath Bhakti Sar. Om Namo Adesh. Alakh Niranjan.